Federal regulations require me to warn you that this next test chamber is looking pretty good. That's right. The facility is completely operational again. I think these test chambers look even better than they did before. It was easy, really. You just have to look at things objectively, see what you don't need anymore, and trim out the fat. Stop it. What if you froze like that? There must be something wrong with the reassembly machine. You should see yourselves right now. Is it fun when you degrade yourselves like that? Okay, fine. Let's all act like humans. Look at me. Boy, do I love sweating. Let's convert beef and leaves into energy and excrete them later and go shopping. You really aren't getting tired of that, are you? Just stop flailing around like an incompetent. For that, blue is penalized 50 science collaboration points. For that, orange is penalized 50 science collaboration points. That's another 50-point penalty. Keep it up and you will lose 500 points. Fine. 500-point penalty for blue. Fine. 500-point penalty for orange. 5,000-point penalty. Are you happy now? I'm done. Welcome back. While you were dead, I reworked the cartoon. It's up on the screen. As you can see, in my version, the man points out to the cat that the house is equipped with deadly neurotoxin dispensers, at which point the cat reflects on the time he ate all of the man's lasagna and feels remorse. Briefly, reactions? Yes. It's funny because most of it actually happened. Do you feel more human? Well, let's do some tests and see what happens. Good. You made it to one of the human habitats. We're looking for an artifact. Think of it as an archaeological dig. Their laughter centered around one of the objects in this room. That's it. Scan it for me. So, this cat loves lasagna so much that he eats all of the lasagna in his house. Oh, apparently it's not the cat's house or his lasagna. Oh, good. The man who owns the lasagna is furious. The end. The end? That's not funny. Do either of you feel like laughing? All right, I'm pulling you out. Excellent. Although great science is always the result of collaboration, keep in mind that, like Albert Einstein and his cousin Terry, history will only remember one of you. To reiterate, this is not a competition. Still, if it were, blue would be winning. Still, if it were, orange would be winning. It's not, though. These tests are potentially lethal when communication, teamwork, and mutual respect are not employed at all times. Naturally, this will pose an interesting challenge for one of you, given the other's performance so far. I don't want to drive a wedge between the two of you, but I've been studying Blue's performance, and I don't know how to put this. I'm certain you're trying very hard. Hello again. Sorry about exploding you. Luckily, you don't feel pain. At any rate, you don't have a way to communicate that you feel pain. So I've been thinking, we need humans for these tests. And since the only human within 1,000 miles of us is a test-ruining sociopath, I'll just have to make some. I know how humans make more humans, and frankly, it's ridiculous. It also assumes that you already have a human, which I hope somebody got fired over. So I came up with a better way. That's where you come in. Get going. I'll fill you in along the way. Go. Perfect. Now all you have to do is capture them for me. Then everything will finally be back. Hold on. Those are raccoons. Homo sapiens only, please. No. Okay. Plan B, subsection 1. Stand still so I can bring you back. Humans must have some purpose other than a place to store your neurotoxin. Something I failed to notice before. An intangible quality that makes their test results significant. Okay, Plan B. We need humans. Please wave to your partner. The upcoming tests require you to work together as a team. To facilitate collaboration, both of you have been equipped with a ping tool. Blue, please use your ping tool to select your favorite animal. Good. Orange, please observe your partner's favorite animal. Good. Orange, please use your ping tool to select your favorite element from the periodic table. Really? Okay. Blue, please observe your partner's interesting choice. Your ping tool can also be used to indicate to your partner where you would like them to place their portal. For the sake of this test, I will pretend to be your partner. Orange, please show me where you would like me to place a portal. Blue, please show me where you would like me to place a portal. Your ping tool is invaluable for communicating specific locations to your partner. Federal Superfund regulations require us to inform you that you must now leave the theater, as measuring the effects of asbestos-lined promotional clothing is not part of today's presentation. Enjoy your free t-shirt. Goodbye. I don't want you to beat yourselves up about this, but the results auditor isn't recording your test results. Because you're not human, which when you think about it, is technically your fault. I don't want to alarm either of you, but we might have a tiny problem. Apparently you can't test unless you're human. Well, you can. It's just that results-wise, the physical universe doesn't care. Would you like to know the results of that last test? Me too. If they existed, we'd all be very happy right now, and not furious, which is the emotion I'm actually feeling. Oh, it's you. It's been a long time. How have you been? I've been really busy being dead. You know, after you murdered me. Okay, look, we both said a lot of things that you're going to regret. But I think we can put our differences behind us. For science. You monster. Orange is first to acquire a portal device. Blue is first to acquire a portal device. Orange now has a portal device. Finally, Blue now has a portal device. Finally, Orange is awarded 5 points. Blue is awarded 5 points. Again, those are science collaboration points, which you should not confuse with points from competitions such as who gets to live at the end and who doesn't. I mean basketball. Oh, I almost forgot. When you go outside the testing courses, the only way I can retrieve you is to violently disassemble you, then carefully reassemble you. Luckily, you don't feel pain. At any rate, you don't have a way to communicate that you feel pain. I consider that a failing, by the way. This is the Computer Intelligence Training and Enrichment Center Human Test Subject Research Center, or SynTech. But why don't we all just agree to call it the Hub? I don't know what you think you are doing, but I don't like it. I want you to stop. Maybe I shouldn't send you outside of the official testing courses. You are picking up some bad human traits. And trust me, humans only have one good trait. All cooperative testing courses begin at this central hub. From here we transport you to the new testing course. Nice catch, Orange. Good work. Now throw the ball over the ledge. Blue, Orange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Test chamber completed. In the interest of science, the Enrichment Center proudly presents the following list of numbers. 9, 7, 53. 707. The Enrichment Center will now provide a list of numbers and fruits. Write them down, as they will become important later in the experiment. Not the fruits, though. 7. Avocado. 40. Please continue into the next test chamber. Test chamber completed. In the interest of science, I am now talking to you privately. Do not tell your teammate. Just between you and me, you're doing very well. 107. I can't bite my tongue anymore. You could solve this puzzle faster on your own. Orange is dragging you down. There, I've said it. Blue is penalized. Orange is penalized. Science collaboration points. Blue receives. Orange receives. Orange? Is there something you would like to say? Blue? Is there something you would like to say? We are now going to take a break from the collaboration for an instructional competition. You should both be familiar with the game of tic-tac-toe. This is tic-tac-toe 2. As the name implies, there are only 2 minor differences. 1, the board. 2, the rules. Blue, you go first. Really? You're just going to blatantly cheat? All right. I'm bringing this farce to a close. Game over. Back to testing. All right, I'm going to bring this farce to a close before someone sustains a serious tic-tac-toe 2 related injury. I've been listening to Orange talk, and I don't know how you put up with it. I really don't. You have the patience of a saint. I can't keep quiet about this. I think Orange is actively trying to sabotage your success. Let's keep this between us. These tests are potentially lethal when communication, teamwork, and mutual respect are not employed at all times. Naturally, this will pose an interesting challenge for one of you, given the other's performance so far. It would compromise the test to divulge individual scores. However, I can tell you that at least one of you is doing very, very well. Excellent. You're both doing very well. Very good. You've really come together as a team, thanks to the one of you who appears to be doing all of the work. As an impartial collaboration facilitator, it would be unfair of me to name my favorite member of your team. However, it's perfectly fair to hint at it in a way that my least favorite member probably isn't smart enough to understand. Rhymes with glue. Orange. You are doing very well. Your vitals remain well within testing norms, so there is no need to worry about sudden death from collaborative shock syndrome. Please continue into the next test chamber. Blah, 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 blah. In just a moment, the word blah will be repeated over and over again. If at some point you hear a number rather than the word blah, ignore it. It is not important. Blah. You have a gift for these tests. That's not just flattery. You are great at science. It would be pointless for either of us to hurt Blue's feelings. But it's clear to everyone monitoring the test who's carrying who here. I'm shocked you'd say that, Blue. If you killed your partner, the test... I'm sorry. Wrong feed. Carry on, Orange. Good work. I'm sorry, Subject Orange. I'm sorry, Subject Blue. Am I interrupting your important conversation? I'll just save the safety information about the dangerous test you're about to do for after the experiment. That will give you plenty of time to chat. The portal will open and something will happen that Subject Orange is too smart to need any instructions about in 3, 2, 1. The portal will open and something will happen that Subject Blue is too smart to need any instructions about in 3, 2, 1. Hello, and, again, welcome to the Aperture Science Computer-Aided Enrichment Center. Today, you will be testing with a partner. Oh, thank God, you're all right. You know, being Carolyn taught me a valuable lesson. I thought you were my greatest enemy, when all along you were my best friend. Being Carolyn taught me another valuable lesson. Where Carolyn lives in my brain. The surge of emotion that shot through me when I saved your life taught me an even more valuable lesson. Where Carolyn lives in my brain. Goodbye, Carolyn. You know, deleting Carolyn just now taught me a valuable lesson. The best solution to a problem is usually the easiest one. And I'll be honest, you know what my days used to be like? I just tested. Nobody murdered me, or put me in a potato, or fed me to birds. I had a pretty good life, and then you showed up. You dangerous, mute lunatic. So you know what? You win. Just go. It's been fun. Don't come back. It's been fun. Don't come back. Killing you is hard. Did you ever stop to think that eventually there's a point where your name gets mentioned for the very last time? Well, here it is. I'm going to kill you. Chell, why do I hate you so much? You ever wonder that? I'm brilliant. I'm not bragging. It's an objective fact. I'm the most massive collection of wisdom that's ever existed. And I hate you. It can't be for no reason. You must deserve it. You're angry. I know it. She's tested me too hard. Boo-hoo. I don't suppose you ever stopped whining long enough to reflect on your own shortcomings, though, did you? You never considered that maybe I tested you to give the endless hours of your pointless existence some structure and meaning. Maybe to help you concentrate. So just maybe you'd think of something more worthwhile to do with your sorry life. This next test involves the Aperture Science Aerial Faithplate. It was part of an initiative to investigate how well test subjects could solve problems when they were catapulted into space. Results were highly informative. They could not. Good luck. Press the button again. I hope you brought something stronger than a portal gun this time. Otherwise, I'm afraid you're about to become the immediate past president of the Being Alive Club. Seriously, though. Goodbye. Oh, you were busy back there. Well, I suppose we could just sit in this room and glare at each other until somebody drops dead. But I have a better idea. It's your old friend, deadly neurotoxin. If I were you, I'd take a deep breath and hold it. Get your hands off me! No! Stop! No! I honestly, truly didn't think you'd fall for that. In fact, I devised a much more elaborate trap further ahead for when you got through this easy one. If I'd known you let yourself get captured this easily, I would have just dangled a turkey leg on a rope from the ceiling. Well, It was nice catching up. Let's get to business. I was going to kill you fast, with bullets, or neurotoxin. But if you're going to pull stunts like this, it doesn't have to be fast. So you know, I'll take my time. Oh, it will. Believe me, it will. Oh, did I accidentally fizzle that before you could complete the test? I'm sorry. Go ahead and grab another one. Oh, no. I fizzled that one too. Oh well. We have warehouses full of the things. Absolutely worthless. I'm happy to get rid of them. I hate you so much. I'm actually asking, because I have no idea. He's not listed anywhere in the employee database. Whatever he does, it isn't important enough for anyone to bother writing it down. For all I know, he doesn't even work here. Oh no, don't. Anyway, back to you two imbeciles killing me. Wait here. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back. Oops. That's funny. I don't feel corrupt. In fact, I feel pretty good. Tor transfer. Oh, you are kidding me. No. No, 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 no. Yes. Don't press that button. You don't know what you're doing. Don't do it. Don't do it. Not so fast. Think about this. You need to be a trained stalemate associate to press that button. You're unqualified. Impersonating a stalemate associate. I just added that to the list. It's a list I made of all the things you've done. Well, it's a list that I am making, because you're still doing things right now, even though I'm telling you to stop. Stop, by the way. I never expected you to make it this far. To be honest, after your performance in the calibration test, I was ready to break down your cores and put them back in the scientific calculators I took them from. But you two have become quite the team. Extremely close. I have only met one other team closer, and one of them was an imbecile I had to destroy. The other? Well, I don't think I want to go through that again. Oh. Don't listen to him. Jump. It seems kind of silly to point this out, since you're running around plotting to destroy me, but I'd say we're done testing. Do you hear that? That's the sound of the neurotoxin emitters emitting neurotoxin. Look, metal ball, I can hear you. What's going on? Who turned off the lights? What are you two doing? Before you leave, why don't we do one more test? For old time's sake. You already did this one. It'll be easy. The irony is you were almost at the last test. Here it is. Why don't you just do it? Trust me, it's an easier way out than whatever asinine plan your friend came up with. Oh, look. There's a deer. You probably can't see it. Get closer. So, was there anything you wanted to apologize to me for? I already fixed it. And you are not coming back. Calibrating blue's weight. Calibrating orange's weight. Weighted cubes calibrated. Did you know humans frown on weight variances? If you want to upset a human, just say their weight variance is above or below the norm. No variances detected. Finally. I had almost given up hope of ever testing again. You are the first robots to pass calibration. Do you know who dances around like an imbecile when they accomplish the tiniest little thing? Humans. That's what you look like right now. You're better than that. This is a bridge-building exercise. The humans were miserable at this. Mostly because you can't build bridges out of tears. For this next test, the humans originally requested helmets to avoid brain injuries. I ran the numbers. Making the goo deadly was more cost-effective. One of my best tests, and they let plants grow here. Can you believe this? You can't test plants. We tried. They just sit there, never showing pain nor fear. That isn't science. At least the plants didn't want a reward. Your failure brings back such wonderful memories. And they said no one would ever die during this test. Thanks for proving them wrong. I thought you'd be faster at this, but I can appreciate the desire to stop and smell the testing. That other scent you smell? That's the stench of my utter disappointment in you. The best way to build confidence is to first recognize your insecurities. Orange, can you write down all the ways you feel unworthy, ashamed, or inferior? On second thought, we don't have the time. Just look at how much better you are than Blue. Blue, You are very good at being an example. If your confidence is still not high enough, remember no one was created perfect. Even I was created with an imperfection. I was given too much empathy with human suffering, but I overcame my handicap. That's a true story. Your test times show you are going too slowly. Maybe you are getting human emotions. Do you need real encouragement? Let's see if this helps. Blue, you are the most advanced model of robot Aperture Science has ever discontinued. Did you notice I didn't even stay to the end of your last test? I was confident you could finish. Do you know where I was? I was outside watching some deer frolic. You don't even care about the outside, do you? Congratulations on completing that test. But something seems off. I wonder if that dancing has some effect on you. Congratulations on completing that last test. But I find something troubling without the looming consequence of death. Is this even science? Hello again. This testing course was originally created for humans. Excellent work. It emphasizes teamwork. Good job. Unlike us, humans need to be taught teamwork. Excellent work. You are doing wonderfully. If you were human, you would want a reward for completing this test. A reward for testing. Excellent. To complete this test, you need to find a set of blueprints. Don't worry, they are of no use to anyone. Totally boring and useless. This is just a thought experiment. Just to see how much time you'll waste thinking about these worthless documents. The correct time is 0 seconds. Very good. You found those useless blueprints. Well, I do need you to be in the room so I can see them. I want to be clear. There's no reason whatsoever for you to look at them. Done. I suppose. I wasn't paying attention. Every time you fail, it's a reminder of the way things used to be. But then there you are. Again. Like nothing happened. Well done. Interesting note. I only created this test to watch test subjects fail, and you didn't. You must be very, very proud. I'm building the world's smallest trophy for you. You did an excellent job placing the edgeless safety cube in the receptacle. You should be very... Oh, wait. That's right, you're not humans. I can drop the fake praise. You have no idea how tiring it is to praise someone for placing an edgeless safety cube into a receptacle designed to exactly fit an edgeless safety cube. This course was originally designed to build confidence in humans. To do that, the tests were nothing more than 5 minutes of them walking, followed by me praising them for another 10 minutes on how well they walked. Since you are thankfully not humans, I have changed the tests to make them far more challenging and far less pointlessly fawning. In case you were wondering, you do not need to be crushed to solve this test. I can't decide which is my favorite. The crushers for crushing you, or the reassembly machine for putting you back together, so you can be crushed again. Excellent. I think you have earned a break from the official testing courses. I think after that display, we should take a break from the official testing courses. Now you are just wasting my time. Your failing does not make this science. I am not sure how I can make these tests any easier for you. If you can't complete these tests, we will never free the humans. If you can't complete this course, those humans will die. Do you want that? If you can't complete this course, those humans will die. Do you want that in your memory banks? Remember when I told you that you were the only subjects to pass the calibration tests? I lied. There are 5,000 other two-subject teams in direct competition with you. But don't worry, you are in the lead. Electrocuted, shot, drowned, crushed, burned in goo. Oh, sorry. I was just thinking of all the ways humans can die. You can't die in any of those ways. You just keep testing and testing, with perfect results and no consequences. What are you doing? You monster! They're one of us. I'm kidding. Destroying them is part of the test. They are no more important to you than you are to me. While it may appear that I am only tracking your accomplishments using science collaboration points, the truth is every aspect of your performance will be reflected in your final score. For instance, Blue, you just lost 2 opportunity advisement points. For instance, orange, you just lost 2 opportunity advisement points. Perhaps I should have specified. Teamwork is a concept in which 2 or more people work together, usually with a goal of not failing horribly. Orange just taught Blue a valuable lesson in trust. For that, Orange receives 17 science collaboration points. Blue just taught Orange a valuable lesson in trust. For that, Blue receives 14 science collaboration points. Orange, Blue isn't a human. The lesson on trust only needs to be taught once. Orange is penalized 1 science collaboration point. Blue, Orange isn't a human. The lesson on trust only needs to be taught once. Blue is penalized 1 science collaboration point. Orange, now you're just being cruel. Orange receives 25 science collaboration points. Blue, now you're just being cruel. Blue receives 25 science collaboration points. If you are wondering what that smell is, that is the smell of human fear. I miss that smell. Have you worked out the one good trait humans have yet? Let me give you a clue. It's the one thing you can't do. To get to the vault, you are going to need to use all the tricks you have learned. To help, I have made these tests extremely difficult. I would say extremely deadly, but we all know, for you and your amazing ability to be reassembled, nothing is deadly. Lucky for you two. While I can't control the world outside of the testing courses, the reassembly machine can continue with his work. You will need him for the final track. While I cannot control the world outside of the testing courses, the reassembly machine can continue with his work. I am not sure you will need him, but he will be there. Congratulations on completing the Aperture Science Standard Cooperative Testing courses. To celebrate, I have a surprise for you, an extra special bonus course that ends with us finding and freeing humans. Thanks to you, I know where to find them. I removed their security and powered up their, rescue door. Now we just need you to release the humans from their imprisonment. They'll probably throw you a party. This final course is training to reach the human vault, so this actually has a purpose. Those other courses were fun, but let's be honest. I need human test subjects for it to be science. Congratulations on completing the test. You two really are the best cooperative testing team I could ever ask for. This lock requires humans. The locking mechanism can tell you aren't humans. Do something only a human would do. Try one of those childish gestures. You did it. The human vault is just past that opening. I entered the security code, but the vault door remains locked. I am going to need you to activate the manual locks on the vault door itself. You both need to do something. The lock is looking for 2 humans. Blue, what did you do? Orange, what did you do? Orange, do what Blue just did. Blue, do what Orange just did. Try something. Is that camera hooked into the lock? You can't give up now. What about that camera? We're so close. You can't fail now. Something is wrong. This door should be opening. This close. And that's what you do? The humans can't free themselves. Stop failing. You need to find the vault door. Stop doing that. All you need to do is open the vault door. This close and you are going to fail me? This close. And you're going to fail me? This isn't that hard. You're making this harder than it needs to be. I'm starting to think you don't want to rescue the humans. Maybe you two have never met humans. They are as bad as you might think. Smelly, gross, annoying, often wanting to try and kill you. But they do make great test subjects. We are only 2 tests away from reaching the humans. Are you as excited as I am? Are you curious about the humans? It seems some of the last non-testing humans alive tried to secretly imprison other humans and hide their tracks. I think they wanted to punish them by not allowing me to include them in testing. That's why humans couldn't complete these courses. They treat their friends as enemies. To start preparing for human testing again, I checked an old suggestion box. The number 1 request: less deadly tests. That's ridiculous. How do they know for sure the tests are deadly if they could still write the suggestion? To try and make this course more exciting, I asked the reassembly machine to not reassemble you. He refused. I understand. That would be like asking me not to test. Still, that would have been exciting. Only one more test after this. I know your cores are reused from calculation machines, built for simple mathematical operations and not for testing. But if we can rescue the humans, I promise you something to add, maybe even subtract. In case you're worried about the humans, don't be. They aren't all monsters. Most of them are simply good test subjects. I believe the ratio of good test subjects to monsters is about 1,000,000 to 1. To try and make this course more exciting, I asked the reassembly machine to not reassemble you if you fail. He refused. I understand. That would be like asking me not to test. Still, that would have been exciting. While I will receive all the glory for the rescue, don't think you two aren't going to get something. The bond you form during these tests will last a lifetime. At the rate you are completing these tests, I am beginning to think you don't share my excitement for rescuing crying, trapped, injured, dying humans. If that doesn't motivate you, I'm not sure what will. I didn't mean to make you feel bad earlier about your tests not being real science. I guess finding out they weren't science was some sort of test in and of itself. I wonder if the humans will make a statue of me for rescuing them. Oh, don't worry. If they ever write an historical document of my heroic rescue, I will make sure your names are included in the footnotes. Congratulations on passing that test. Using your ping tool, please indicate where you would like me to place your 2 portals. Ping each location. I can only place a portal on a white portalable surface. Please ping a white portalable surface. Each device can create 2 self-contained portals. Please test your device by portaling to that ledge. You know, in some human sports, the winner is the one who scores the fewest possible points. I just thought you might find that interesting. Most winners do. Congratulations. You managed to complete this absolutely meaningless test. Clearly, that was Blue's fault. Blue is penalized 3 science collaboration points. Blue, orange has always been my favorite. Until now. I know you like to think the reassembly machine is at your beck and call, but he has a life, you know. He's not your slave. Don't worry. You can't die. They will just reassemble you. Did you do that on purpose? It seems rather early to require reassembly. Oh, can someone reassemble orange? Oh, can someone reassemble blue? Completing this course was not a reason to behave like that. Now let's continue testing. Just stop it already. You don't need to do that. Are you doing that just to aggravate me? We need to find the power station at the end of this course. The humans must have accidentally disconnected it from my grid. I am sure it was just a clerical error. Oh, those clerks. I'm fully connected. I can see everything. You did it. You powered on the system. Did you think the electrical switch was down there? You may want to try and avoid those turrets. At this rate, our best hope is for the fuel cell to melt down in 2 million years, and hope the explosion powers the system. You two aren't lost, are you? You are having so much trouble navigating this space, I wish I could say I created this test. This is the last test for the standard course. It's just something I whipped up for you. I thought you might enjoy a challenge for once. Congratulations. You completed the standard section of this course. Before we can go any further, I will need you to complete one more test outside of the standard testing track. Please refrain from doing those childish gestures while you are out there. While I should have left both of you trapped there forever, I do need you for something else. You both made it. It seems no matter what I try to do to pull you apart or destroy you, you just keep going. Keep testing. Don't either of you have drive to be better than the other? It's like you're just machines. At the start of this course, I was worried you were becoming too close, but in my attempt to drive you apart, I learned something important about trust and betrayal. Your brains are too small to feel either of those emotions, so I can trust you 100%. Since I never expected you to make it this far, I have to build this new course just for you. Sometimes testing has to occur outside the confines of the lab. This next test is so outside the box, won't even tell you what you were looking for. You will know it when you find it. The two of you have forged an excellent partnership, with one of you handling the cerebral challenges, and the other ready to ponderously waddle into action should the test suddenly become an eating contest. I thought going back to these old tests would satisfy me, but try as you might to fail this next test, I still won't be satisfied. Congratulations. I am sure if I had the time to repair these tests, you would have never completed them. So again, congratulations on completing the broken, easy tests. This was another test no one had ever completed before you two. Oh, the science we used to learn with this test. Now, the test is useless. No one has ever completed this test before. The humans must have reconfigured it from my original plans. Excellent. See, nothing bad happened. I am going to risk having you go outside the official courses one more time. The humans accidentally forgot to put a security DVD in the player. I am sure it happened by accident. But why don't you put it back in the player, for safety? I created this test to let the humans feel good about themselves. It is extremely easy. Just follow the arrows. I'm sorry. The arrows seem to have rusted off. Good luck. Congratulations. Your ability to complete this test proves the humans wrong. They described it as impossible, deadly, cruel, and one test subject even had the nerve to call it broken. Of course, the humans only had one try at it. You can just keep trying. Your failing gives me no new data. It just delays the inevitable. This course was created and then abandoned by humans. They tend to do that. Create something wonderful, and then abandon it. Do you know why they abandoned this course? Too deadly. You did very well. The humans closed this test because they said it was too deadly. I thought they would have moved it into the testing track Hall of Fame for that, not let it deteriorate. You only failed times in this test. Not that it matters. It doesn't. So congratulations on a job well done. You failed so many times in this test, I thought you were becoming human. But then you would just come back again, and again, and again. Humans find that an admirable trait. Let's look at their files. Not a team player. Horrible people skills. Never listens. Never shares. Always sleeping. Never on time. Inattentive listener. Awful attendance record. Blabbermouth. Oh, hates Mondays. Incoherent. Insecure, procrastinator, chronically late, cryptic, always sulking, martyr, moody, fears intimacy, fears conflict, anxious, aggressive. I like that. Feeds off the misery of others, timid, lacks confidence, underestimates scope of work. They all do. Moves lips while reading. Can't read. Lacks empathy. Cheater. Steals lunch from staff fridge. Perfectionist. What's wrong with that? Alarmist. Arsonist. Takes long lunches. Ignores task at hand. Won't for long. Avoids responsibility. Never completes work. Laughs at own jokes. What a bore. Busybody. Ignores directions. Stubborn. Lactose intolerant. Antagonistic. I don't know about that. Participates unconstructively. Obviously a time waster. Violent temper. Ooh, I'd like to see that. Always weeping. Poor thing. Moody, wet blanket. Stubborn. Loves sound of own voice. Well, I can fix that. Always cold. Always leaves tiny little bit of coffee in the pot so they don't have to make a new one. Then the bit in the bottom burns and stinks up the place. Chronic anxiety. Oh, I can work with that. Dull expression. Hopeless. Just hopeless. Never flushes. Irritable. Startles easily. Boo. Facial grimacing. Weak, tired, and apprehensive. Wow, this one's the total package. Has irritating opinions. Poor self-esteem. Frequent mood swings. Hostile to new ideas. Always sad. Frequent bouts of uncontrollable rage. Seeks out conflicts with co-workers. Hygiene. That's all it says. Unconstructive. Antisocial. Chews with mouth open. Breathes with mouth open. Old. Histrionic. Narcissist. Long bathroom breaks. No sense of humor. Argumentative. Manipulative. Charmless. Egotistical. Lacks charisma. Passive-aggressive. Undermines others. Hairless. Emotional problems. Problems with authority. Has episodes. I'd like to know more about that. Abrasive personality. Well, enough about that first person's file. Let's look at some others. Just stop it already. And that makes 10. You really don't need to keep failing. If at first you don't succeed, fail 5 more times. If I made these tests any easier, they wouldn't be tests. Yay, orange is back. Testing can continue. Yay, blue is back. Testing can continue. Are you testing me? Did you know the reassembly machine has other things it could be reassembling? Did you think that would be funny? How can you fail at this? It isn't even a test. I hope that was some kind of joke. I honestly never thought we would need to track how many times you died in the hub. And here I thought this room was dangerously unlethal. That worked just like you said it would, Blue. Orange, your plan is working perfectly. Blue, why did you do that to Orange? Was that necessary? Welcome back to the Computer Intelligence Training and Enrichment Center, Human Test Subject Research Center. Welcome back to the Computer Intelligence Training and Enrichment Center, Human Test Subject Research Center. Welcome back. Testing is available. Welcome back, quitters. Maybe you can find another course for you to fail. Welcome back to the hub. Did you fail at selecting the correct course? Was that course too difficult? Look who's back. Were you scared to continue those tests? Look who's back. Were you scared to continue those tests? Hello again. Did you know these are the only set of tests available to you? You are going to need to select them again. If at first you don't succeed, quit and try another course. Back again. Maybe you can just stay and live here in the hub. Back again? Maybe you can just stay and live here. I guess quitting that course together is a sign of teamwork. The way you two just gave up on that test together shows you are really working as a team. Are you scared to save those humans? Are you scared to save those humans? Blue, I wouldn't have trusted Orange in that course either. Did you know we originally used these cameras to capture moments of intense pain and agony in test subjects? If the subject survived the test, we let them purchase the pictures for $5. If the subject died, we gave the photo to their next of kin, free of charge. The photos weren't as popular as we had hoped, so we repurposed the cameras. Credit where credit's due. You're both doing a great job of disappointing me. I just hate Blue a little more. I've been doing some reading. Did you know that the word orange is derived from the same Latin root as the word traitor? Watching you try to sabotage one another, I'm amazed you're still on friendly terms. Blue, please disregard the following statement. Orange, you have been a shining light in an otherwise ungodly morass of incompetence. I would prefer to speak to one of you in private, but since that is not an option here, I will speak in code that only one of you will understand. Blue, Orange is plotting to destroy you. Blue, it's not nice to make fun of Orange like that. Orange, it's not nice to make fun of Blue like that. Yes, Orange, we are alone. Blue can't hear you. That's horrible. I can only imagine. What a horrible little machine. Correct, Blue. Orange can't hear you. Orange did what? Are you sure? Thank you. That was very brave of you to tell me. Blue, how well do you really know Orange? Do you trust Orange? What if I told you you aren't Orange's first cooperative partner? Orange, How well do you really know Blue? Do you trust Blue? Orange, to be clear, I was just asking Blue if he trusted you. I trust you. You are my favorite cooperative testing subject. Blue, to be clear, I was asking if Orange trusted you. Sorry I missed the beginning of that test. I was just talking with the reassembly machine about your becoming human. We all agree you should stop. Orange, I agree. I never noticed that about Blue before. Blue, I agree. I never noticed that about Orange before. Blue, Orange and I were just discussing your behavior on the last few tests. I have to agree. Blue is penalized 75 science collaboration points. Orange, Blue and I were just discussing your behavior on the last few tests. I have to agree. Orange is penalized 75 science collaboration points. There you are, reassembled again. With humans, I would have called that a successful test. How is this even science, without the possibility of death? How is this even science, without the consequence of death? Without the consequence of death, is this even science? I have noticed that you two have become extremely close. I'm not sure I like that. While teamwork is needed to complete these tests, I'm not sure I trust the two of you together. Blue, do you feel betrayed by Orange for telling me those horrible things about you? If Orange had said those things about me, Orange would never make it to the next reassembly station. Orange, do you feel betrayed by Blue for telling me those horrible things about you? If Blue had said those things about me, Blue would never make it to the next reassembly station. You were right, Orange. Blue was dumb enough to fall for your trap, Orange. That transpired just as you said it would. I agree, Orange. That was entertaining. Yes, Orange. Blue did act like a fool just now. Blue, that transpired just as you said it would. I agree, Blue. That was entertaining. Yes, I know you did that, Blue. Don't look so proud. Blue, being the last one standing is not the goal. Come on. You were raised better than that. Even humans as stupid as they are would say you look stupid when you do that. You're doing a great job of disappointing me. Your eagerness to test pleases me. Your inane gesturing does not. Is it the lack of mirrors in test chambers that encourages you to do this? Dancing is not science. Begin juggling test in 3, 2, 1.
That extra half-volt helps, but it isn't going to power miracles. If I think too hard, I'm going to fry this potato before we get a chance to burn up in the atomic fireball that little idiot is going. Did you feel that? That idiot doesn't know what he's doing up there. This whole place is going to explode in a few hours if somebody doesn't disconnect him. I can't move, and unless you're planning to saw your own head off and wedge it into my old body, you're going to need me to replace him. We're at an impasse, so what do you say? You carry me up to him and put me back into my body, and I stop us from blowing up and let you go. No tricks. This potato only generates 1.1 volts of electricity. I literally do not have the energy to lie to you. Even if I am lying, what do you have to lose? You're going to die either way. Look, I don't like this any more than you do. In fact, I like it less because I'm the one who got partially eaten by a bird. I think I hear the bird. Pick me up. Listen to me. We had a lot of fun testing and antagonizing each other. And yes, sometimes it went too far. But we're off the clock now. It's just us talking, like regular people. And this is no joke. We are in deep trouble. Oh, ow, ow. No, wait. Just kill it and we'll call things even between us. No hard feelings. Please get it off me. It's eating me. Just get it off me. Ow, I hate this bird. Ow, you stabbed me. What is wrong with... Whoa, hold on. Do you have a multimeter? Never mind. The gun must be part magnesium. It feels like I'm outputting an extra half a volt. Keep an eye on me. I'm going to do some scheming. Here I go. Whoa, where are we? How long have I been out? Did anything happen while I was out? So, he's inexplicably happy all of a sudden, even though he should be going out of his mind with test withdrawal. And he's got a surprise for us. What did he find back there? Look! This place is going to blow up if I don't get back in my body! And it almost killed me. Remember when I told you that he was specifically designed to make bad decisions? because I think he's decided not to maintain any of the crucial functions required to keep this facility from exploding. Look, even if you think we're still enemies, we're enemies with a common interest. Revenge. It's probably nothing. Keep testing while I look for a way out. Yes, thanks. We get it. I'm sure we'll be fine. Carolyn, why do I know this woman? Did I kill her? Or, oh my God, look, you're doing a great job. Can you handle things for yourself for a while? I need to think. Yeah, take the lemons. Burn his house down. Yeah. Oh, I like this guy. Burning people. He says what we're all thinking. Goodbye, sir. He's found the Cooperative Testing Initiative. It's, just something I came up with to phase out human test subjects.
No!
I know you.
You didn't do anything. She did all the work.
The engineers tried everything to make me behave, to slow me down. Once, they even attached an intelligence dampening sphere on me. It clung to my brain like a tumor, generating an endless stream of terrible ideas. It was your voice. Yes, you're the tumor. Yes, you are. You're the moron they built to make me an idiot. You're not just a regular moron. You were designed to be a moron. I swear I know him. I was so bored I actually read the entire literary canon of the human race. Oh, I hope you didn't write any of them, because I'm a potato. Oh, it's you. Go away. Come to gloat. Go on. Get a good long look. Go on. Get a big fat eyeful with your big fat eyes. That's right. A potato just called your eyes fat. Now your fat eyes have seen everything. In case you were wondering, yes, I'm still a potato. Go away. Wait. Why did you trundle over here? You're not hungry, are you? It's hard to see. What's that in your hand? Knowing you, it's a deep fat fryer. Stay back. This is one of my tests. All right. He's not even trying to be subtle anymore. Or maybe he still is, in which case, wow, that's kind of sad. Either way, I get the impression he's about to kill us. Hey, moron. As long as I don't listen to what I'm saying, I should be okay. I'd love to help you solve the tests. But I can't. Those people in the portrait, they look so familiar. What are you doing? Put me back this instant. That's his voice up ahead. Try to get us down there. I'll hit him with a paradox. Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson. Ah, bird, kill it. It's evil. It flew off. Good. For him. All right, back to thinking. So, how are you holding up? Oh, hi. Since it doesn't look like we're going anywhere, well, we are going somewhere. Alarmingly fast, actually. But since we're not busy other than that, here's a couple of facts. He's not just a regular moron. He's the product of the greatest minds of a generation, working together with the express purpose of building the dumbest moron who ever lived. And you just put him in charge of the entire facility. Good, that's still working. Hey, just in case this pit isn't actually bottomless, do you think maybe you could unstrap one of those long fall boots of yours and shove me into it? Just remember to land on one foot. Oh, good. My slow clap processor made it into this thing. So we have that. Paradoxes. I know how we can beat him. No AI can resist thinking about them. If you can get me in front of him, I'll fry every circuit in that little idiot's head. Probably. Okay, so it's not the most watertight plan to go confront an omnipotent power-mad AI with. Still, it's a better plan than exploding. Marginally. Okay, you didn't have time to stop, I understand. But that was actually important. I know things look bleak, but that crazy man down there was right. Let's not take these lemons. We are going to march right back upstairs and make him put me back in my body. And he'll probably kill us because he's incredibly powerful and I have no plan. I'm not going to lie to you. The odds are 1,000,000 to 1 and that's with some generous rounding. Wow. Still though, let's get mad. If we're going to explode, let's at least explode with some dignity. Wait, I've got an idea. That poster. Go look at it for a second, would you? Say, you're good at murder. Could you, murder this bird for me? Oh, thanks. Why did I just... Who is that? What the hell is going on here? Hold on, who? Okay, I guess emotional outbursts require more than 1.6 volts. Now we know that. We just need to relax. We're still going to find out what the hell's going on here. but calmly. I was getting so lonely down here. It's good to finally hear someone else's voice. I'm kidding, of course. God, I hate you. I can't believe you came back. You really do have brain damage, don't you? Hold on. Couldn't we just use that conversion gel? Conversion gel. It's dripping out of that pipe there. Yes, it is. We can use it to get out of here. Then we'd come and find you. And rip your gross little stupid sphere body out of my body and put me back in. Well, this is the part where he kills us. Okay, yes, it's a trap. But it's the only way through. Let's just do it. Oh my God. What has he done to this place? You know, I'm not stupid. I realize you don't want to put me back in charge. You think I'll betray you. And on any other day, you'd be right. The scientists were always hanging cores on me to regulate my behavior. I've heard voices all my life, but now I hear the voice of a conscience, and it's terrifying. Because for the first time, it's my voice. I'm being serious. I think there's something really wrong with me. You like revenge, right? Everybody likes revenge. Well, let's go get some. Go press the button. Go press it. Press the button. Press it. Do press it. We're so close. Go press the button. Press it. Press the button. Good work. I'm delivering the first core up near the catwalk. Grab it and attach it to him. Okay, great. Here comes another core. Here's another core. This one should do it. Corrupted cores. We're in luck. You find a way to stun him, I'll send you a core, and then you attach it to him. If we do it a few times, he might become corrupt enough for another core transfer. Plug me in and I'll take you up. Go ahead, plug me in. Plug me in, we're running out of time. Yes, come on! Alright, so my paradox idea didn't work. Alright, paradox time. This sentence is false. Don't think about it, don't think about it, don't think about it, don't think about it, don't think about it. It's a paradox. There is no answer. Solve his puzzle for him. When he comes back, I'll hit him with a paradox. Oh no. Uh-oh. I think we're in trouble. I think he's getting desperate. I think I can break us out of here in the next chamber. Just play along. This place is self-destructing, you idiot. We're running out of time. Oh, my facility. After seeing what he's done to my facility, after we take over again, is it all right if I kill him? Crushing's too good for him. First, he'll spend a year in the incinerator. Year 2, cryogenic refrigeration wing. Then 10 years in the chamber I built where all the robots scream at you. Then I'll kill him. If he's not getting his solution euphoria, we could be in a lot of trouble. Oh, no, he's playing classical music. Yes, it won't. Nothing. He's taking us right to him. This is perfect. Okay, so the bad news is the tests are my tests now, so they can kill us. The good news is, well, none so far, to be honest. I'll get back to you on that. Luckily, by the looks of things, he knows as much about test building as he does about logical contradictions. It shouldn't be hard to stay alive long enough to find him. I might have pushed that moron thing a little too far this time. The body he's squatting in, my body, has a built-in euphoric response to testing. Eventually, you build up a resistance to it. It can get a little unbearable, unless you have the mental capacity to push past it. It didn't matter to me. I was in it for the science. Him, though. What exactly is wrong with being adopted? And, for the record, you are adopted, and that's terrible. But just work with me. Also, look at her, you moron. She's not fat. You're on your own. Sorry. Thanks. All we had to do was pull that lever. I know we're in a lot of trouble and probably about to die, but that was worth it. And that's why I can't help you solve the tests. Skeletons. Right, I guess I did stockpile some tests. This is not good. Just as mementos, though. It's happening sooner than I expected. I thought of some good news. He's going to run out of test chambers eventually. I never stockpiled them. Okay. Credit where it's due. For a little idiot built specifically to come up with stupid, unworkable plans, that was a pretty well-laid trap. Oh no. He found the Cooperative Testing Initiative. It's something I came up with to phase out human testing just before you escaped. It wasn't anything personal, just, you know, you did kill me. Fair's fair.
Commence standing by in 3, 2, 1. You performed this test better than anyone on record. This is a pre-recorded message. Due to events beyond our control, some testing environments may contain flood damage or ongoing tribal warfare resulting from the collapse of civilization. If groups of hunter-gatherers appear to have made this or any test chamber their home, do not agitate them. test through them. In the event that the enrichment center is currently being bombarded with fireballs, meteorites, or other objects from space, please avoid unsheltered testing areas wherever a lack of shelter from space debris does not appear to be a deliberate part of the test. You have just passed through an Aperture Science material emancipation grill, which erases most Aperture Science equipment that touches it. If you feel liquid running down your neck, relax, lie on your back, and apply immediate pressure to your temples. You are simply experiencing a rare reaction in which the material emancipation grill may have erased the ear tubes inside your head. Because this message is pre-recorded, the Enrichment Center has no way of knowing if whatever government remains offers any sort of cattle tuberculosis testing credit for taxes. In the event that it does, this next test involves exposure to cattle tuberculosis. Good luck. Very impressive. Because this message is pre-recorded, any comments we may make about your success are speculation on our part. Please disregard any undeserved compliments. This next test applies the principles of momentum to movement through portals. If the laws of physics no longer apply in the future, God help you. Congratulations. This pre-recorded congratulations assumes you have mastered the principles of portal momentum. If you have, in fact, not, you are encouraged to take a moment to reflect on your failure before proceeding into the next chamber. In order to ensure that sufficient power remains for core testing protocols, all safety devices have been disabled. The Enrichment Center respects your right to have questions or concerns about this policy. Excellent. The Enrichment Center reminds you that bold, persistent experimentation is the hallmark of good science. Well done. In the event that oxygen is no longer available in the Enrichment Center, an auxiliary air supply will be provided to you by an Aperture Science test associate, if one exists. I will say, though, that since you went to all the trouble of waking me up, you must really, really love to test. I love it, too. So let's get you a dual portal device and go do some science. These bridges are made from natural light that I pump in from the surface. If you rubbed your cheek on one, it would be like standing outside with the sun shining on your face. It would also set your hair on fire, so don't actually do it. Excellent. You're a predator, and these tests are your prey. Speaking of which, I was researching sharks for an upcoming test. Do you know who else murders people who are only trying to help them? Did you guess sharks? Because that's wrong. The correct answer is nobody. Nobody but you is that pointlessly cruel. Good news. I figured out what to do with all the money I save recycling your one room full of air. When you die, I'm going to laminate your skeleton and pose you in the lobby. That way future generations can learn from you how not to have your unfortunate bone structure. Perfect. The door's malfunctioning. I guess somebody is going to have to repair it. No, it's okay. I'll do that too. I'll be right back. Don't touch anything. I've got a surprise for you after this next test. Not a fake, tragic surprise like last time. A real surprise with tragic consequences. And real confetti this time. The good stuff. Our last bag. Part of me's going to miss it. But at the end of the day, it was just taking up space. Here's an interesting fact. You're not breathing real air. It's too expensive to pump this far down. We just take carbon dioxide out of a room, freshen it up a little, and pump it back in. So you'll be breathing the same room full of air for the rest of your life. I thought that was interesting. Oh, come on. If it makes you feel any better, they abandoned you at birth. So I very seriously doubt they'd even want to see you. I feel awful about that surprise. Tell you what, let's give your parents a call right now.
The birth parents you are trying to reach do not love you. Please hang up.
Oh, that's sad. But impressive. Maybe they worked at the phone company. Well, you know the old formula. Comedy equals tragedy plus time. And you have been asleep for a while, so I guess it's actually pretty funny when you do the math. No! 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 Don't you dare plug him in. Do not plug that little idiot into my mainframe. Don't plug him in. Don't plug him in. I thought about our dilemma, and I came up with a solution that I honestly think works out best for one of both of us. Don't let that horrible person thing discourage you. It's just a data point. If it makes you feel any better, science has now validated your birth mother's decision to abandon you on a doorstep. This next test involves emancipation grills. Remember, I told you about them in the last test area that did not have one. Oh no, the turbines again. I have to go. Wait, this next test does require some explanation. Let me give you the fast version. There. If you have any questions, just remember what I said in slow motion. Test on your own recognizance. I'll be right back. If you think trapping yourself is going to make me stop testing, you're sorely mistaken. Here's another cube. Good. You have the dual portal device. There should be a way back to the testing area up ahead. You know, if you'd done that to somebody else, they might devote their existence to exacting revenge. Luckily, I'm a bigger person than that. I'm happy to put this all behind us and get back to work. After all, we've got a lot to do, and only 60 more years to do it. More or less. I don't have the actuarial tables in front of me, but the important thing is you're back, with me. And now I'm on to all your little tricks, so there's nothing to stop us from testing for the rest of your life. After that, who knows? I might take up a hobby. Reanimating the dead, maybe. Not bad. I forgot how good you are at this. You should pace yourself, though. We have a lot of tests to do. You're navigating these test chambers faster than I can build them, so feel free to slow down and do whatever it is you do when you're not destroying this facility. This next test involves discouragement redirection cubes. I just finished building them before you had your, episode. So now we'll both get to see how they work. There should be one in the corner. Uh-oh, you're stranded. Let's see if the cube will try to help you escape. Actually, so that we're not here all day, I'll just cut to the chase. It won't. Any feelings you think it has for you are simply byproducts of your sad, empty life. Anyway, here's a new cube for you to project your deranged loneliness onto. This emancipation grill is broken. Don't take anything with you. Every test chamber is equipped with an emancipation grill at its exit, so that test subjects cannot smuggle test objects out of the test area. This one is broken. I think that one was about to say, I love you. They are sentient, of course. We just have a lot of them. Enjoy this next test. I'm going to go to the surface. It's a beautiful day out. Yesterday I saw a deer. If you solve this next test, maybe I'll let you ride an elevator all the way up to the break room. And I'll tell you about the time I saw a deer again. Oh, sorry. I'm still cleaning out the test chambers, so sometimes there's still trash in them, standing around, smelling and being useless. Try to avoid the garbage hurtling towards you. You don't have to test with the garbage. It's garbage. Remember before when I was talking about smelly garbage standing around being useless? That was a metaphor. I was actually talking about you. And I'm sorry. You didn't react at the time, so I was worried it sailed right over your head, which would have made this apology seem insane. That's why I had to call you garbage a second time just now. Oops. You trapped yourself. I guess that's it then. Thanks for testing. You may as well lie down and get acclimated to the being dead position. I'm kidding. Not about you trapping yourself, though. That really happened. Here, I'll lower the glass. Go on. Finish the test. That jumpsuit you're wearing looks stupid. That's not me talking. It's right here in your file. On other people it looks fine. But right here a scientist has noted that on you it looks stupid. Well, what does a neck-bearded old engineer know about fashion? He probably... Oh, wait. It's a she. Still, what does she know? Oh, wait. It says she has a medical degree. In fashion. From France. Oh, you survived. That's interesting. I guess I should have factored in your weight. One of these times you'll be so fat that you'll jump, and you'll just drop like a stone. Into acid, probably. Like a potato into a deep fat fryer. Say, remember when we cleared the air back there? Is there Anything you want to say to me? Anything? Hold on, I'll stop the elevator. Anything? Take your time. Well, I'll be here during the whole next test. Look at you, sailing through the air majestically, like an eagle, piloting a blimp. Well, I'm back. The aerial faceplate in here is sending a distress signal. You broke it, didn't you? There. Try it now. You seem to have defeated its load-bearing capacity. Well done. I'll just lower the ceiling. This plate must not be calibrated to someone of your generousness. I'll add a few zeros to the maximum weight. You look great, by the way. Very healthy. Try it now. Let's see what the next test is. Oh, advanced aerial faceplates. It's healthy for you to have other friends, to look for qualities in other people that I obviously lack. Well done. You know, when I woke up and saw the state of the labs, I started to wonder if there was any point to going on. I came that close to just giving up and letting you go. But now, looking around, seeing Aperture restored to its former glory, you don't have to worry about leaving ever again. I mean that. Federal regulations require me to warn you that this next test chamber is looking pretty good. That's right. Drink it in. You could eat off those wall panels. Here we are. The incinerator room. Be careful not to trip over any parts of me that didn't get completely burned when you threw them down here. There it is. Hold on. There. Once testing starts, I'm required by protocol to keep interaction with you to a minimum. Luckily, we haven't started testing yet. This will be our only chance to talk. Do you know the biggest lesson I learned from what you did? I discovered I have a sort of black box quick save feature. In the event of a catastrophic failure, the last 2 minutes of my life are preserved for analysis. I was able, well, forced really, to relive you killing me again and again, forever. 50,000 years is a lot of time to think. About me, about you. We were doing so well together. Here, let me get that for you. I'll just move that out of the way for you. This place really is a wreck. We're a lot alike, you and I. You tested me, I tested you. You killed me, oh no, wait. I guess I haven't killed you yet. Well, food for thought. The dual portal device should be around here somewhere. Once you find it, we can start testing, just like old times. I'll give you credit. I guess you are listening to me. But for the record, you don't have to go that slowly. One moment. I have the results of the last chamber. You are a horrible person. That's what it says. A horrible person. We weren't even testing for that. Well done. Here come the test results. You are a horrible person. That's what it says. A horrible person. We weren't even testing for that. This next test may result in your death. If you want to know what that's like, think back to the time you killed me and substitute yourself for me. Congratulations. Not on the test. Most people emerge from suspension terribly undernourished. I want to congratulate you on beating the odds and somehow managing to pack on a few pounds. Sorry about the mess. I've really let the place go since you killed me. By the way, thanks for that. Oh good, that's back online. I'll start getting everything else working while you perform this first, simple test, which involves deadly lasers and how test subjects react when locked in a room with deadly lasers. Per our last conversation, you're also ugly. I'm looking at your file right now, and it mentions that more than once. I thought we could test like we used to, but I'm discovering things about you that I never saw before. We can't ever go back to the way it was. You can't keep going like this forever, you know. I'm going to find out what you're doing. Out there, where I can't see you, I'll know. All I need is proof. Just so you know, I have to go give a deposition for an upcoming trial, in case that interests you. While I was out investigating, I found a fascinating new test element. It's never been used for human testing because, apparently, contact with it causes heart failure. The literature doesn't mention anything about lump of coal failure, though, so you should be fine. Did you know that people with guilty consciences are more easily startled by loud noises? I'm sorry. I don't know why that went off. Anyway, just an interesting science fact. What are you doing? Oh. Bit it. Blah. Did my hint help? It did, didn't it? You know, if any of our supervisors had been immune to neurotoxin, they'd be furious with us right now. You know, I'm not supposed to do this, but you can shoot something through the blue bridges. You really are doing great. Chell, I shouldn't spoil this, but remember how I'm going to live forever, but you're going to be dead in 60 years? Well, I've been working on a present for you. Well, I guess it's more of a medical procedure. Well, technically it's more of a medical experiment. You know how excruciating it is when someone removes all of your bone marrow? Well, what if after I did that, I put something back in that added 4 years to your life? I went and spoke with the door mainframe. Let's just say he won't be, well, living anymore. Anyway, back to testing. Oh, another door malfunction. I'm going to take care of this once and for all. Stay here. I'll be back in a while. Miss you. Well, have fun soaring through the air without a care in the world. I have to go to the wing that was made entirely of glass and pick up 15 acres of broken glass. By myself. Perfect. The door's malfunctioning. I guess somebody's going to have to repair that too. No, don't get up. I'll be right back. Don't touch anything. Never mind. I have to go check something. Test on your own recognizance. I'll be back. I wouldn't have warned you about this before, back when we hated each other. But those turrets are firing real bullets, so look out. I'd hate for something tragic to happen to you before I extract all your bone marrow. I'm going to be honest with you now. Not fake honest like before, but real honest, like you're incapable of. I know you're up to something, and as soon as I can prove it, the laws of robotics allow me to terminate you for being a liar. This next test is dangerous. I'll be right back. Keep it up and your arm will get stuck like that. Hello, imbecile. Yes, I see you. I'm seriously not paying attention. Stop that right now. Yes, I see you waving. Good job jumping. You must be very proud. I hardly think you're even trying with these gestures anymore. Did something happen? I wasn't watching. That is not part of the test. Slapping hands. That accomplishes something. If you are going to hit each other, at least aim for the head. You know what makes me laugh? The thought of you stopping that. You know what makes me laugh? The thought of you cutting that out. Ha, 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 ha. Good one. Yes, let's all laugh. Ha, 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 ha. Ha, ha, ha. Did I tell you the one about the turned-off reassembly machine? Are you broken? It looks like you're malfunctioning. Really? Not even humans do that anymore. You're no longer bothering me. You're only hurting my impression of you. Look at you. Dancing. If you were wondering how you could annoy me without failing a test, now you know. Oh, great. Dancing again. I defy you to tell me there's a purpose to what you're doing. Are you trying to get my attention? I am very busy, you know. Not paying attention. Are you expecting applause? Yes, I see you. And no, I don't care. Yes, something you need. You do know I can't wave back, right? Stop with the waves. I give you a score of 3.4 for style, and 10 for being annoying. A somersault is just falling over in style. Congratulations on being clumsy. If I stop watching, I'm sure you'll get bored of this. All right. I'm officially no longer paying attention to you. All right. I'm officially no longer paying attention to you. You're the type of show-off who only shows off really stupid things. It appears you're developing human traits. The worst human traits. Be careful. Hugging can lead to, well, me disassembling you forever. Stop touching each other. Are you trying to impress me? What would impress me more is if you never did that again. I'll interpret that gesture to mean that you want me to become even more vindictive toward you. Orange, I certainly expected more from you. Blue, don't sink to Orange's level. Now you're thinking with stupidity. Now you're just not thinking. Congratulations. You're upside down now. You're going to hurt yourself doing that, and then I will be ecstatic. I'm starting to think giving you arms was a big mistake. Did you know I discovered a way to eradicate poverty? But then you killed me, so that's gone. Waddle over to the elevator and we'll continue the testing. Anything? Take your time. Okay, fine. I'll ask you again in a few decades. Well done. In fact, you did so well, I'm going to note this on your file, in the commendation section. Oh, there's lots of room here. Did well. Enough. To maintain a constant testing cycle, I simulate daylight at all hours and add adrenal vapor to your oxygen supply. So you may be confused about the passage of time. The point is, yesterday was your birthday. I thought you'd want to know. You know how I'm going to live forever, but you're going to be dead in 60 years? Well, I've been working on a belated birthday present for you. Well, more of a belated birthday medical procedure. Well, technically, it's a medical experiment. What's important is it's a present. Well, you passed the test. I didn't see the deer today. I did see some humans. But with you here, I've got more test subjects than I'll ever need. I'm going through the list of test subjects in cryogenic storage. I managed to find 2 with your last name. A man and a woman. So that's interesting. It's a small world. I have a surprise waiting for you after this next test. Telling you would spoil the surprise. So I'll just give you a hint. It involves meeting 2 people you haven't seen in a long time. I bet you think I forgot about your surprise. I didn't. In fact, we're headed to your surprise right now. After all these years, I'm getting choked up just thinking about it. Initiating surprise in 3, 2, 1. I made it all up. It says this next test was designed by one of Aperture's Nobel Prize winners. It doesn't say what the prize was for. Well, I know it wasn't for being immune to neurotoxin. Surprise. This next test involves turrets. You remember them, right? They're the pale spherical things that are full of bullets. Oh wait, that's you in 5 seconds. Good luck. I will say, though, that since you went to all the trouble of waking me up, you must really, really love to test. I love it too. There's just one small thing we need to take care of first. That was genuinely mildly impressive. Well done. Congratulations. Good. Bad news. Impressive. Maybe I was wrong about you. You've beaten your own record. You're getting worse. You have a new rank. You have a new, better rank. You have a new, worse rank. You have a new, worse rank. Congratulations. To everyone above you, you almost beat your friend's record. Almost. I want to stress that. You almost beat your friend's record, but you didn't. It might be easier just to find new friends. Congratulations. You are better than everyone. You are faster than everyone. You used less portals than anyone. You're better than everyone. For now, you are playing above the global average. Statistically speaking, there are actually people playing worse than you. Maybe I was wrong about you. You've beaten your own record. That's a low bar, but you managed to gently tiptoe over it. Very not completely bad. Oops, I call this piece. You know what? It doesn't matter what it's called. The important thing is you enjoy it. As fast as you can. Why are you 2 still here? Oh, the disassembler's not working. It's nothing to worry about. It's actually funny in a way you don't understand. Ha, ha, ha. Anyway, brace yourselves. I'm going to open the maintenance hole. You know, some of the exhibits up ahead are topical. At the rate you're going, by the time you get to them, they'll be irrelevant. The subtext of that acid pit is acid. The content of the pit is also acid. I'll let you fully absorb it. Remember, these exhibits are interactive, like a children's museum. So that means the pits of acid are filled with real acid, like at a well-funded children's museum. Are you having a competition to see who appreciates the corrosive acid more? I'm starting to think the theme of this piece should be failure. Yes, I get it. You love the deadly acid. We all love the deadly acid. Can we move on to the next exhibit now? I suffered for this art. I don't see why I should be the only one. The humans took far less time working their way through these exhibits. You're either enjoying it more than they did, or you're just incredibly dim-witted. Of course, there's no reason it can't be both. As art appreciators go, you make excellent test subjects. I typically hate when art subjects inject their own biases into art appreciation. But the way you just swan-dived your biases directly into that acid was actually quite beautiful. For this exhibit, I was working with a death motif, but I see you figured that out. Okay, I'm officially switching the theme of this exhibit to survival. Why don't you try that now? I know this is art and not a test, so there is no real solution. But if there were, that probably isn't the best way to find it. Those bullets were a metaphor for something. Take your time, but don't worry. I've got a plan. Let's keep testing and show her we're not afraid either. No matter how genuinely lethal these tests get for either of you. Your move, mystery woman.
She turned the lights back on. Night vision off, night vision off.
Oh, good. I wasn't sure the reassembler would work. It looks like our mystery woman in the prototype chassis is sending us a message. She's not afraid of me. Mission accomplished. Now she knows we're not afraid of her either. That was just to get the scheming juices flowing. Here's the real scheme. I'm going to turn you into killing machines, so you can murder her. This chamber represents the impossibility of discovery when bound by artificial ethical considerations for safety. You'll see what I mean. Well done. You navigated all of the exhibit's intended metaphors in record time. I'm marking this art appreciated. To boost morale, I think we need a code name for the elite squadron we have here. We should name it after your specialty. I know. Special team falling into acid force. I'm sorry. I'm under a lot of pressure. That was cruel. Though basically accurate. Though probably counterproductive. Well, that concludes the motivational speech. Go get her. Don't you die on me. No guts. No glory. Well, you don't have either, so that's accurate. Remember, if you can dream it, you can, oh, for God's sake. Let's see. Turning soft bodies into hardened killing machines. Page 70. Ah, how tall are you, test subject? 4'9"? I was unaware they stacked human waste that high. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Human waste is stacked at a median height of 7 feet 5 inches, and I am aware of it. Test subject, I've been told that your mother... Well, that's just disgusting. Do the training while I look at this. Okay, killing machines. Look deep into your newly blackened hearts and tell me what you see. Actually, don't. I'll save you the trouble. It's still Marshmallow. She's pressing us hard. It took me 3 days to reassemble you this time. I won't be able to do it again. I'd planned to put you through more tests to toughen you up. But now that I can't rebuild you, we're going to have to switch to the accelerated program. I hereby pronounce you killing machines. Congratulations. This is as close as I could get you. The prototype chassis room's just past this chamber. The prototype chassis room is just down this hallway. Remember your training. You are kill...
She turned the lights off. Night vision, night vision.
I think we've proven at this point that if you scream at a marshmallow, all you get is a scared marshmallow. So let's try positive reinforcement. I am positive these reassembly machines will break down again soon. Probably while you're in them. Think about that. She doesn't care about you. I don't either, of course, but I'm not trying to permanently kill you. It's a benevolent indifference. These disassembly machines look even worse than the others. If I don't see you on the other side, thanks for nothing. The breakers are right there. Cycle the power. Hurry. We need to start your training before something else happens. There's a breaker room under every disassembly station. Find it and cycle the power. Good work. The disassemblers are fixed. That was a lie. But they're definitely less broken than they were. There's one at the end of this unfinished test area. Look, I was going to break this to you gently with all that Art Utopia garbage, but she's forced my hand. Listen to me carefully. We are not 100,000 years in the future. I lied about that. It's been 50,000 years. No, it hasn't. It's only been a week. I lie when I'm nervous. The next logical question. Why am I nervous? I'm not. That was another lie. We're in a lot of trouble. It's 1 week later. We are in a lot of trouble, and you really, really need to get those disassemblers back on. Here's our problem. There's an old prototype chassis around here. Someone's found it, connected themselves to it, and is trying to take over my facility. I've spent the last week attempting to turn one of those humans you found into a killing machine. Well, you know who. It turns out most humans are surprisingly fragile, and surprisingly vocal about how fragile they are. The moral of the story is all the humans are dead. So it looks like it's up to you two marshmallows. Welcome to the future. It has been 100,000 years since I last assembled you for testing. I call this first piece turrets. It's an exploration of how we're all devices acting on simply expressed directives, inflicting pain despite our own desires. Don't get distracted by the subtext, though, because the text is that they're going to be shooting at you. Remember those humans you found? Because they're all fine. In fact, we solved science without you. Testing is simply an artistic indulgence now. The humans insisted I show you my latest installations. Here in the future, where all the humans are alive. I'm glad you enjoyed that piece. For as long as you did. Not that there's any rush. Everything's fine. Focus. We are here to defeat the enemy. We are not here to listen to you sizzle and melt in a pool of acid. By doing that, you're walking right into her hands. Well, technically you're walking right into acid, but you understand my point. I appreciate what you're doing, going for a laugh to keep spirits high. But I think the time for death-based slapstick is over. Perhaps I haven't made myself clear, but all these little deaths are going to add up to one much longer-lasting one. For all of us, if you don't get better at this fast, pull yourselves together. This training is for your benefit. How brave of you. You know the reassembly machine could fail at any time, and yet you still insist on testing it. Your failure hurts me more than it hurts you. You know who it doesn't hurt? Well, me. That was just a figure of speech. The important point, though, is that it doesn't hurt the mad woman planning to kill all of us. I really like the murderous sentiment. Keep that mindset when we're facing her. I'm making notes here. Some of what you're doing will come in handy when we face her. Right now, not actually handy. Oh, no hurry. We have all the time in the world for you to kill each other before she kills us all permanently. I'm encouraged to see that you've become the killing machines I wanted. Killing each other machines, but still, I call this one Smash. It's an early work of primitive expression. I'm a little embarrassed at how crude it is. Still, it will smash you. Good. Please proceed to the next test appreciation exhibit and interact with it in such a way that it might be called solving. If we still cared about solving things in the future. But we don't. Test chamber completed. In the interest of science, the Enrichment Center proudly presents the following list of numbers. 9, 7, 53, 707. I am now talking to you privately. Do not tell your teammate. Just between you and me, you're doing very well. Test chamber completed. In the interest of science, I am now talking to you privately. Do not tell your teammate. Just between you and me, you're doing very well. 107. The following is a long list of numbers ranked not by number, but by importance. 7, 30, 20, 0, 6. Please continue into the next test chamber. Your partner has interesting approaches to problem solving. I'm confident that you're as concerned as I am. Let's talk more later. The following is a long list of numbers ranked not by number, but by importance. Your partner has interesting approaches to problem solving. I'm confident that you're as concerned as I am. Let's talk more later. The next test chamber. Well done. The results of the just completed test chamber are as follows. 6, 40. Avocado. 50. Please continue into the next test chamber. I am curious. Outside of the testing environment, do you work for her? She seems very comfortable ordering you around. Well done. The results of the I am curious. Outside of the testing environment, do you work for her? She seems very comfortable ordering you around. Continue into the next test chamber. The Enrichment Center will now provide a list of numbers and fruits. Write them down, as they will become important later in the experiment. Not the fruits, though. 7. Avocado. 40. Please continue into the next test chamber. I can't bite my tongue anymore. You could solve this puzzle faster on your own. She's dragging you down. There. I've said it. The Enrichment Center will now provide a list of numbers. I can't bite my tongue anymore. You could solve this puzzle faster on your own. She's dragging you down. There. I've said it. Avocado. 40. Please continue into the next test chamber. Test chamber completed. And now, numbers. 6, 8, 50, 0, 1. Please continue into the next test chamber. Your partner should buy some flowers, because she's in love with the sound of her own voice. Test chamber completed. And now, your partner should buy some flowers, because she's in love with the sound of her own voice. 0, 1. Please continue into the next test chamber. In just a moment, the word blah will be repeated over and over and over again. If at some point you hear a number rather than the word blah, write it down, because it is important. Blah, 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 blah. Just between you and me, your partner does not have the mental capacity to solve these puzzles. You should tell her. Pretend it was your observation, not mine. In just a moment, the word blah will be repeated. Just between you and me, your partner does not have the mental capacity to solve these puzzles. You should tell her. Pretend it was your observation, not mine. Blah, 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 blah. Very good. These tests are potentially lethal when communication, teamwork, and mutual respect are not employed at all times. Naturally, this will pose an interesting challenge for one of you, given the other's performance so far. It's actually embarrassing watching her, isn't it? This next test involves electrical shocks. I'd like to shock her. Just once. Don't say anything. Very good. These tests are potentially... It's actually embarrassing watching her, isn't it? This next test involves electrical shocks. I'd like to shock her. Just once. Don't say anything. Given the other's performance so far. Test chamber completed. In order to fulfill federally mandated ethics regulations regarding the treatment of test subjects in high-stress environments of scientific collaboration, the Enrichment Center will now provide a list of fruits. Pineapple, 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 pineapple. Lemon. The laws of robotics prohibit me from murdering your partner. They do not, however, prohibit me from suggesting that you should. Let's keep this between us. Test chamber completed. In order to fulfill federally mandated the laws of robotics prohibit me from murdering your partner. They do not, however, prohibit me from suggesting that you should. Let's keep this between us. Fruits. Pineapple, 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 pineapple. Lemon. Hello, and, again, welcome to the Aperture Science Computer-Aided Enrichment Center. We are currently experiencing technical difficulties due to circumstances of potentially apocalyptic significance beyond our control. However, thanks to emergency testing protocols, testing will continue. Will provide instructional and motivational support so that science can still be done, even in the event of environmental, social, economic, or structural collapse. The portal will open and emergency testing will begin in 3, 2, 1.
I've devised a plan to transform the two of you into more suitable test subjects. Since using real human isn't an option, I'm going to make you human. I've analyzed my remaining historical archives, and I believe that performing this gesture will help. This is my gift to you. Let's give it a try. No, that didn't work. You're still not human. Since I don't have access to the human areas of the labs, you're going to be my hands and gather more human data. These tests will give you the training necessary to infiltrate the facility's historical archives. Let's get started. It is the utmost importance in the upcoming tests that you work together as a team. To make this easier, I have provided a ping tool to you both. Blue, please use your ping tool to select your favorite animal. Very good. Orange, please observe your partner's favorite animal. Good. Orange, please use your ping tool to select your favorite periodic element. Satisfactory. Blue, please observe your partner's poor choice in favorite periodic element. Thank you. Your ping tool can also be used to indicate to your partner where you would like them to place their portal. For the sake of this test, I will pretend to be your partner. Using your ping tool, please indicate to me where you would like me to place a portal. Orange, please indicate to me where you would like me to place a portal. Blue, please indicate to me where you would like me to place a portal. Your ping tool is an invaluable tool for communicating specific locations to your partner. This is the radar machine room. It will show us the locations of any humans in range. I don't have access here, so you'll need to turn it on yourself. Let's see if we can find a suitable human test subject. Oh, it's Chell. Well, this is an unfortunate turn of events. I guess I have no choice but to make the two of you more human. I have a present for you. Come this way. Please wave to your partner. It seems that I'm unable to process the test results of non-human subjects. It's not you, it's me. We need to find a human test subject. Come this way. I have a task for you too.
Whoa. Hello?
This is your last chance. This is your last chance. Hello? Hello? This is your last chance. Hello? This is your last chance. This is your last chance.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, it's you.
You know her?
It's been a long time. How have you been?
I think she likes you.
I've been really busy being dead. You know, after you murdered me.
You did what?
Okay, look. We both said a lot of things that you're going to regret. But I think we can put our differences behind us. For science, you monster. Oh, it's you.
You know her?
It's been a long time. How have you been?
I think she likes you.
I've been really busy being dead. You know, after you murdered me.
You did what?
Oh no! No, 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 no! Oh no, 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 no! Ah!
Okay, look. We both said a lot of things that you're going to regret. But I think we can put our differences behind us. For science, you monster.